Welcome to your Monday Morning Pearl. I'm Steve Keck. Today we're going to continue our conversation around building champions. Last week we talked about the methodology we use to build champions at our prospects so that we can close deals faster. And so today we're going to focus on the second part of that methodology, which is educate. A good champion who carries the weight of influence that you need sometimes doesn't have the skill sets required to actually sell effectively. So what you need to do is you need to assist them and come alongside them by educating them on how to be an effective champion. So I'm going to give you 3 things you can do to build and educate an effective champion. The first of which is to actually role play with them the conversation they should be having with a decision maker. Very often I just slide this in with tell me about what you're going to tell the decision maker when you have this conversation, instead of formally asking to role play, since it terrifies someone who's not in sales. Heck, it terrifies salespeople. One of the key benefits of doing a role play with your champion is it helps them get comfortable with the language of the key points you need them to make in front of the decision maker. And the second thing is a crafted email. Very often, a lot of this communication between your champion and your decision makers is done through email. And so what I like to do is I like to offer to help craft the emails for them. And by doing so, you're able to craft the language that translates to the decision maker, not translating from the champion. For example, if an operational champion is trying to communicate with a CFO, the things that the operational champion finds are critical may not be as valuable to the CFO. So you want to speak the CFO's language in the email, so you write it for them to help that operational champion sound more effective. And the third thing is conversational positioning. This is often done in more of a social component or sort of a sidebar conversation that typically happens when the decision maker and your champion are in the same room. Basically, you're giving your champion some conversational flags that when your decision maker brings them up, it's a great opportunity for them to introduce you and your product. So once you've identified and then investigated a good champion at your prospect, it's time to educate using role plays, crafted email, or conversational positioning to help them become an effective champion. Champions are great, but we need to control the sales process. So we need to educate those champions on the right way and the right things to say. And as always, if your sales team needs help mastering the process of building champions, reach out to us and let's have a conversation. You can find us on our website or one of our social channels.